partner, and a friend beyond a traditional introduction, breaking the use of cultural perception.
Tell your friends now.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the Robin Zodiac Show. Tonight we have an extremely special, gifted, incredible, talented psychic Christina with us. Hello, psychic Christina.
Hi. Hey,
Hi.
Robin.
Hi.
How are you?
Great. Great. How are you?
I'm good. It sounds very lively there in the studio.
Yeah, we're having a good time. Wish you were here. So, I did mention to the audience in past weeks that we used to co-host together, and I'm very, very happy that you're sharing the show tonight. I want to
Oh,
tell
well, thanks for asking me.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it tremendously. And I want to tell the audience that this is their show. So pick up the phone, call in 323-524-2599. And Christina will, do some readings for you. So let's start by getting to know our special guest. So Christina, I know we've known each other for quite a while professionally. I've always wanted to ask you what really drew you to the psychic work. What was your inspiration, or what really, why did you go in this direction? Did something take place, or was it was it something that somebody suggested?
Well, I think it was a natural progression from when I was a child. When I was younger, I think my first influence toward this direction was when I was very young. I grew up in New York City, and I had these people moving next door, and they were from Virginia Beach, and they were an elderly couple, and they were the kindest people, and they sort of just took me under their wing, and they were the sweet, and they would just come to my door and have little gifts for me, and constantly invited me over. And before you knew it, they sort of adopted me. Well, they were very good friends with the late Edgar Cayce, who, as we all know, was the father of holistic medicine. So I was sort of weaned on stories about Edgar Cayce and situations, that they were in with him, and recollecting, stories and clients that he had and how he helped heal people. And I was fascinated as a child. So as a child, I was reading Edgar Cayce books as opposed to Nancy Drew or, Fairy Tales.
Yes.
So I sort of got my beginning of that with them. So the world of healing, natural healing, sort of came into my life in a very young age in a very natural way. And I think that sort of was the foundation for the rest of my life. And I was always interested in the psychic realm, and read about it. And of course, as a teenager, I did some tarot cards. And I never thought that I would be doing it professionally, not until my, I would say, late 20s. And I had someone that I met who actually was my reader. She was a tarot reader, and she's actually very good. And one day she said to me, "Why don't you give me a reading?" So I did know tarot, but I didn't do tarot with her. I just gave her a clairvoyant reading, and by the end of it, she said, "You should be doing readings," and she sort of propelled me into that direction, and here I am. That was 25 years ago, by the way.
Fabulous. Do you recall something that stands out? I mean, like you said, reading Edgar Cayce books, or something that was told to you, a story about him that kind of resonates in your memory banks above them all? Is there one that stands out the most? about him?
I don't remember,
Oh, okay.
not one that stands out the most about him. I mean, they told me certain cases that they were in the same room when he was reading people, because he would go into a trance, and he would give information in a trance about a certain person's health, and he would scan their body. And not that I do it in the same way, but in a reading, the first thing I do, I consider myself a health sensitive. And I tune into the person's body, and I see energetically past, present, and future. I'm not a professional medical person. Of course, you always have to go to your professional medical people for any sort of diagnosis. But I help people go into the right direction, and I can see things on an energetic level in the body, past, present, and future. So I sort of got that from the Edgar Cayce teachings. In terms of there are certain things in my own life that have propelled me in terms of mediumship. I lost a lot of people when I was younger. When I was 10 years old, I lost one of my best friends. He was 2 years older than me, and actually, we were engaged. We were supposed to get married because he was my first fiance. He brought me a little engagement ring from the candy machines.
Oh, how sweet.
We were really, his name was Johnny, and after he passed, I had some, messages from him that I would relay to his family. And at first, the family thought, oh, how sweet, she thinks she's getting messages from my son. And then I really started giving them really accurate messages, and then they started paying attention. So I think, I think anyone who is in this field sort of can look back on their life in general and see how each part of their life sort of brought them to where they are now. There are certain things that happened in my life that brought me to be a health sensitive. There are certain things that happened in my life to help me be a medium, and certain things that happened in my life, it's just to help me be a healer in general. So I think it's collective, a collective situation.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, recently I was had an interview, and we were talking about my psychic ability, and I said that a lot of times, it can come in voices, it can come in movies in your head, it can come in song. It's just something that when you're consulting with someone or you're hooked in with someone, it's just if you start to translate what's going through your mind, that's pretty much how a reading works. It's sometimes, I get like loud names or places or situations or things like that. It comes really, really strongly and clearly, like there's a voice in my head telling me what to translate and verbatim, and it usually, is psychic information, or it's like a channel that you kind of open up. Do you operate that way? Do you get things coming through with your visions?
I think everyone who's a psychic has developed their own internal system of getting information.
Right.
I see things like, symbols in my mind. Sometimes I can hear. It comes in different ways, auditorily,
It does.
Seeing, hearing, feeling,
It does.
clairvoyant. So I'm very empathic, so I tend to feel a lot as well.
Yes.
So I guess it sort of depends on what I'm dialed into at that moment.
And we have some callers on the line for you. So, we're going to take our first caller. And I'm going to let Christina do her magic tonight. So you're actually on the phone with Psychic Christina.
Hey, who's on the line there?
This is Margie.
Hi, Margie. How are you?
Okay. Robin knows my situation. Mm-hmm. I've talked to her at length about things, but I'm going to pick your brain and see what you're picking up.
Okay, well, this is the way I work. Okay, this is the way I work. I want to know your first name, which you've said. Your name is Margie, and I'd like to know your age and your sign, and that's sort of what I tune into to read someone. So why don't you tell me that and then ask me your question?
I'm 53, and Sag with Scorpio rising.
Okay, so you're a Sag. So what is your question?
Concerning a love relationship, kind of an on and off thing.
Right, and what's your question?
Is it going to be back on soon? And I feel like this is a connection with me and this person, and I think it's, I hope it's going to end in something long term. But
And what's the person's first name? Can you say?
Or initial?
I can't say, but I can give you initial.
You can't. Okay, so just let me tune into you. I feel like there's been a lot of sort of waiting around this, sort of waiting, trying to understand things. I see a distance, so I feel that there's been an emotional distance. I also feel like, I don't know if someone went on a trip or someone moved, but I feel like there's also a physical distance, there was. I do feel like there is movement with this, but it feels like it's a little later in the year, maybe toward, I would say, more toward August. But right now I just feel like a lot of delays around it. But, I also want to, Margie, I want to say to you, do you have you had any sort of digestive issues? Because I want to tell you to be careful around that area with your body.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes, not all the time, but.
Well, it's coming up, so it's in your field, in your energy field. So I would like to say just sort of watch that, because I feel like it could be a little bit exacerbated in the future. I also feel, who has I see like health and medical symbols around you. So it's either you or someone near you.
I work in the medical profession, but also my friend, he's got medical issues.
Okay. Well, this is sort of like a professional. So, so this is you. Yeah, your friend that the one you're asking about has a lot is also sad and might be a little depressed. Mm-hmm. So there's sort of a lot of things going on with them. Yeah. So that's why I feel like part of the situation is you need time. And he's a very good soul, gentle in a lot of ways, but can also, I just feel like he can really shut down when he doesn't want to deal with anything. He can really push someone away and shut down. So you sort of, what I feel about you is you've been sort of walking on eggshells with him. Mm-hmm. So it's been very, should I do this? Should I do that? What's happening this week? That sort of thing. Yeah. That's the energy around it. Just some waiting, but I do feel like there is movement in the summer. Okay.
Great.
I wish you well. I hope that things work out for you.
Yeah, Christina, why don't you give out your number, and we'll move on to our next caller that's seeking your advice. And your number again is?
Anyone who wants to reach me, 212-591-0093. I'm giving classes both in person and online. So if they'd like to find out about that, they can give me a shout.
Okay, and the number again is 212, area code. That's New York, 212.
591-0093.
Okay, great.
And my site is psychicchristina.com.
Okay, cool.
All right, Margie. I think she did great.
Well,
fantastic. Thank you. Thanks for calling in tonight. I
appreciate it. Take care, Margie.
It.
You take care, hon.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right, we're going to move on to the next caller.
Hello?
Hello, you're on with Psychic Christina and myself, Robin Zodiac, but Psychic Christina is here to take your questions. So what would you like to ask her tonight? Yeah, hi. Who's this?
Hi, my name is Joanne.
Hi, Joanne. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. What can we do for you tonight?
I was just wondering if there's anyone around me, if there's any messages for me.
Joanne, why don't you tell me your age and your sign, if you don't mind?
I'm 51, and I'm a Taurus.
Okay. So, and your question was if there's someone who's passed around you? Or
yes.
Okay, hold on. Have you had any, have you been thinking about any pets or animals that have passed on?
Yeah, always.
Yeah, I feel that you definitely have connection to, past. And I do believe that animals have souls and they pass on just like we do, and they stay connected to us. So I feel like there's that around you, a few of them actually. And as far as people, I do see a man around you.
Okay.
I'm not sure if this is the name or the word. I see art, A-R-T. Does that mean anything to you right now? Can you think of anything?
I mean, I'm a crafter.
You're
I
an
do
artist?
I guess I do paper craft, stamping, and, scrapbooking, stuff like that.
Okay. When I'm getting messages from someone who's crossed over, they tend to sort of try to give validation. So I'm trying to see if this just is a validation that you are someone who is into art. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm trying to see if they're talking about you or they're talking about themselves. I'm seeing gardening. Someone is connected to gardening and really, really likes it. Is very important. Gardening, flowers, possibly even like food and herbs. Is that anybody that you can remember?
Yeah, my mother loved flowers. Always loved her flowers, yes.
Did she also have like a really sweet tooth?
Oh, yeah. Yes, she did.
This is what I'm getting. What was her first name?
Josephine?
Okay. I'm getting something. She has a kind of personality that would be like, sort of like a kid, like who's being like, mischievous. Like, oh, why don't we do this? And she'd make it like, this fun little game sort of thing. I'm getting that sort of personality that like to, joke around that way. I'm also getting, she's saying something about you have some sort of guilt about something.
Yeah,
probably. About her, or something about, is it about her passing or something that happened between the two of you? Because it feels like...
Yeah, I probably, thought I should have, could have, I don't know, maybe been a little different with her, or, I mean, I was good to her, but, you just question yourself, maybe I should have done this and this wouldn't have happened, or maybe she wouldn't be gone, or I don't know.
No, I think your mom, she was ill, so I feel like it really, in terms of you couldn't do anything to make that better, but I think that you're feeling more about if maybe you could have made her life better or easier, and I'm not feeling that. I feel like you're feeling what most of us feel when we lose someone.
Right.
We think about maybe we could have done this better. We should have said, I love you more. I should have told her that. I always wanted to tell her this specific thing, but I never did, because we always think we have more time.
Right.
And, and sometimes we do and sometimes we do not. And I think that that's really good for us to carry around with us. In terms of your mom, I don't feel Josephine is upset with you at all. I feel like she's so proud of you. You accomplished something. I'm not sure if it was right before she passed or after she passed, but it feels like some sort of an achievement, almost like a graduation or some sort of achievement that you did. What is she referring to?
A daughter?
I'm not really sure.
Do you have a daughter,
I kind of have. I'm sorry?
Do you have a daughter? This is Robin. Do you have a daughter?
No, I do not have a daughter.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I got a young girl.
There's something she's proud of you about. It's some sort of an achievement that she's very proud of you. So she's proud of your life. I think that what I'm hearing from her is that you tend to sort of judge yourself a little too much.
Yes.
You're a little too critical about yourself, and you don't see your own achievements. So I think that, and she's trying to say to you, she wants you to really look at yourself and see what a really good person you are and how special you are. She's also saying, did you tend to sort of be socially shy when you were younger?
No, I don't think so. No, not that I know of.
There's something she's talking about where you should have been more, open or more, how do I say this? She wanted to push you to do some things that you were afraid of and you were shy. So I'm not sure what she's referring to when you were younger.
Okay. Does she see does she have anything, I don't know how to say, does she see what's going on? Like, does she have any advice or things? I don't.
Well, the message that I get from her is the same thing that I feel like she wanted you to do more.
Yeah.
To feel better about yourself. That's the feeling I'm getting about you were afraid to do certain things, and she wished she had nudged you more, but she was afraid. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, she passed on her fears to you.
Yes.
So she wanted you to sort of. So when I said you're shy or you didn't do, that's what I mean. Like you.
Yeah.
There were a lot of things you wanted to do, but you didn't, out of fear, out of insecurities. And that's the one regret she has about for you, that she passed on some of her issues to you, and unknowingly, because if you don't, if you don't have it to give to your child, if you don't feel it for yourself, it's very difficult to instill it in your children.
Right.
So she is acknowledging that, and she is sad about that. But she wants you to understand that you can do whatever you want. I don't know if you're thinking about some sort of a career or job change, but she says you can do whatever you want. If you want to go back to school, you can, because I see books around you. So I think you might be starting to learn something new. And I also feel like you have some sort of a musical ability that is probably untapped. No. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you.
Oh,
you have some sort of a musical ability. I'm serious. There's something there that you have not tapped into. I was talking to a friend of mine today, a very good friend of mine, who is recently started to get into developing their psychic ability. And I'm someone who very much believes that everyone has the ability to be psychic. It's just a matter of tapping into it and honing it like any other skill or craft. The longer you do it, the more you do it, the better you get at it. And I think it's everyone's ability and right to be able to develop their psychic abilities. And I think the same thing about you. I feel like you're very intuitive, you're very sensitive. I think that if you wanted to develop your intuition, you could. I also do feel like there are a lot of creative talents for you that you have not tapped into, just because of your very reaction of what you said before. Oh, no.
Right, that's me.
You're doubtful about yourself. And it's there. And if you want to show your mom how much you love her and you want to honor her life, hear what she's saying, that you can do whatever you want. Don't let your fears or insecurities stop you, because they're all self-imposed. This is your life. Take it by the you-know-what, and go for it.
Do you see a move for us at all, or like moving from our house, or?
Well,
I don't know if this is now or in the future, but I see you living near water.
Okay.
So, hold on. We're in 2017. I don't think now, no. I think it's probably a few years down the line. I think maybe toward 2019 you might move.
Okay. I know she's around me. I just wish I would feel her, and I don't know if I just think about it so much that I don't feel her, but
one of the people in our field. I really like the way he writes and he teaches is John Edward. And he has really some good information in his books and in his teachings about connecting with people from the other side. And they give us messages all the time. It's just that we don't pay attention.
Right.
And someone like me is a psychic, a medium, who is trained to hear what they're saying and to get those messages. And there's no reason why you couldn't learn how to do it yourself.
Right.
There's no reason.
Yeah,
So
I just had my first birthday without her, and I just was like, oh my gosh, it was like.
Listen, I lost my mom. I lost my mom in 1988, and I still miss her.
Yeah, there was nothing like the loss of a mother.
I still miss her. I still, wish she were here. But I know that she can hear me. I know she can feel me. I know she is around.
Yeah.
And just take comfort in the fact that she is around you, and she wants you to have a good life, and she wants you to do the things that you really want to do.
Okay.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
And
Take
we're
care,
back. Christina, actually, I wanted to ask Tony, when is John Edward on? He's on this station on occasion. Does he have any shows coming up?
Well, he was actually... If I can find my mic. He was actually just on Char's show as a guest.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
but
but he's been on a couple times. Yeah.
And we can find that on your Facebook.
Oh,
right? I
have a story about Shar.
Oh, really?
Please
I
share.
love her.
Yes, I do too.
Yes. Years ago, before I became a professional psychic, so we're talking, I don't know, I'd say the late 80s, maybe 90, maybe about 1990, I'd say. I had a phone reading with her, and in the phone reading, and I was sort of thinking about, I always did readings, but not professionally, so sort of thinking about being a psychic. So I had a reading with her, and she actually saw it in the reading. She said, I think that you can be a professional psychic, and she gave me her teacher's number at the time.
Coming from her, that's really good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
I said coming from Char, that's really good.
Yeah, she was really sweet. She's a really nice, kind woman, and she's really good. And, yeah, she encouraged me. I never really talked to her teacher. I forgot why. There was a reason. I think I spoke with her on the phone a few times, but I sort of went through my own training process, and here I am. So, yeah, Char is a really nice woman, very gifted.
Lovely, lovely woman. And so psychicchristina.com is where all you listeners and viewers can reach out to Psychic Christina. It was amazing how detailed and how spot on. And I don't know why I kept seeing like a teenage girl when you were talking. That's what came through with me, So hopefully Joanna will call back again, and she's listening still. For some reason, I felt that there was a younger spirit around her mom. Also, when you were talking about great accomplishments or things, that's what I got, visually in my head. But oh my gosh, you're amazing. I love you so much, Psychic Christina.
Oh, you are too, sweetie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, it was great being on here.
Yeah,
thank you, Tony.
Again.
It was fun, and. Robin, I will speak to you soon.
Well,
Everyone have a really good night.
Yeah, once again, shout out your phone number.
Thanks for having me on.
Why don't you give everybody your number before saying goodbye again? It's 212, which is New York.
212-591-0093, and my site is psychicchristina.com.
And you're doing some teaching, you said. Is it like a webinar teaching? Do people log on? And
I'm setting it up now,
Great.
And I'm doing some classes here on the East Coast, and I will let people know through my site. And
Fabulous.
Maybe I'll chat with you again sometime soon.
Fabulous, fabulous. Lots of love. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a great night.
You too. Okay, we're going to go to a commercial break and change the screen, and then I'm going to take over.
All right, here we go.
Psy-chic.com has worldwide users instant messaging, reading blogs, romance stories, posting pictures, getting recipes, playing games, buying, selling, psychic readings, reviewing, and much more. Interact at psy-chic.com.
And here I am, Robin Zodiac. That was amazing. Wasn't that amazing?
If I can ever turn my mic. She was great.
Really, really,
Yeah,
very accurate.
very accurate.
Amazing woman. And you can just tell she has a kind heart. She really, really loves and cares about people. Did you hear the kitty in the back?
I did hear it.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was Joanna's or Christina, but I didn't,
Yeah,
break the mood.
Maybe it was a spirit.
Well, that cat was trying to say something. So, Well,
Well, you
anyway.
have callers waiting.
Okay, let's go to
You
the
ready?
phones. Yep.
All right, here we go.
Hi, you're on the phone with Robin Zodiac. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
My name is Iris.
Hi, Iris. How can I help tonight? What would you like me to look into?
I'm not quite sure. I was, told like many years ago when I was 18, I was given several readings. I had gone to like a fair where they did the tarot cards and handwriting and the palm reading.
Okay.
So I'm just wondering. I know that the palm can change and things can change.
True.
But I'm just wondering if that's the truth.
Yes.
Or
Yes, that's totally
or
true.
everything.
Yeah, no, it's true. It does say, once again, like Christina was mentioning earlier, and I'm a big believer too, that we all do have that ability. It's kind of like a muscle in the brain. The more you work it, or like I tell my daughter, when playing tennis with somebody that's better than you, then you're going to get better. So it's the same thing with the psychic work. The more that you read for people, the better you become. And then, like I said, what I was explaining, my sensibility, everybody operates differently, is messages come through my mind, or I see things, or I sense things. Like, that's why I feel like talk radio is such a wonderful venue on psychic work, is because talking, people are getting visuals in their minds about, the readings or whatever's being said. Even in other talk shows, we get our own perception in our minds. So as a reader, if you just tell the person that you're connected with or having a conversation with what's going through your mind, you'll get validation that there's no coincidences in life. Everything happens for a reason, and timing is everything. So at the time that you're getting that information is what I really suggest that you just go with. And the more confirmation and validation from others, the more confidence you have in being able to continue the work. Because I feel like your question is I was told when I was 18 that, that I was gifted, or I had this ability. And yeah, I do see that you have a lot of ability. I do feel what I got is that it seems like your surroundings, you must live in an area where it's not as socially acceptable. And that's the thing that I felt was kind of holding you back. So where are you calling in from?
Arizona.
Yeah, so that's what I feel. Yeah, people in Arizona, there's the Sedona, which, once again, they say that's, there's 3 parts of the world where there's, the hemisphere is a lot thinner, or, there's a stronger connection. But you said Arizona, I just felt like it seems like if you were to get out of your surroundings, or, even do work on the phone as a reader, that you would probably be able to reach other people that are either seeking or open-hearted or open-minded to, receiving the information. I just got that, you definitely have the gift. but it seems that those people around you aren't really supportive, or it just feels like that seems to be the only thing holding you back. So I sense that you are going to be moving in that direction. And yes, I did get a lot of purple energy around you. And I do feel like you are going to be earning some money. So as a professional reader, healer, following your desire, so yeah, I definitely see it happening for you. So is that what they told you when you were a teenager?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, they didn't tell me. From what I remember, I just I believe. Well, I don't know. I guess that they did say like I was a star child or
Okay.
some sort of child, and I would have two great loves, and I would have two children. And that, you know what? That honestly, that's all I can remember.
Oh, okay.
I want to stay up by the name of like Charles or Charlie or something like that.
Okay.
Those are the only things.
Yeah, I'm not getting the same information, but I am getting two men. One seems to be older and the other one seems to be younger. I do feel like the younger one, I see a move coming up. I mean, that's what I keep getting, that there does seem to be new surroundings, and I'm getting a younger man coming in. And he doesn't look like much younger than you, more your age, but it does feel that you're going to be making a move through work, and you are going to be meeting this other man. I do feel like there is a man around you, and I am sensing that there is love in your life. But I have to tell you, I keep getting that there's a move for money. And once again, I felt like you were going to be leading into, the healing arts. So I see new beginnings coming up that way. And I do see motherhood for you. So are you a mother now?
Yes.
And do you have two children?
No, just one.
Okay, well, I see another child, so I feel like there's another man coming into your life. So that's what I'm picking up on tonight.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I see good money. I see a move. I see you having to move for work or choosing to move for work, but I see work ahead. And like I said, I do feel like you're going to be like embraced or accepted into, the metaphysical world or, the psychic world or, I see you evolving. I know you said the other psychics didn't say that when you were 18, but that's what I'm getting tonight, that it really feels like it's becoming something of great interest of yours. And I feel like people are going to be drawn to you because the thought process is already released to the universe. And now the universe is going to work on bringing some new friendships and affiliates and things like that into your life. So I'd love to hear back, Iris. I appreciate you calling in tonight.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Have a great weekend. Okay, once again, I just want to put a shout out. I have this incredible website. It's called PsyChic. It's the word psychic with a dash in the middle. And if you become a member and have your friends and family a member, you can actually video chat, audio chat, instant message chat, share recipes, share pictures, experiences. You can even sell things, metaphysical items or services. It's psychic.com. Please do sign up for my newsletter. And when we do have special guests or something wonderful happening on the show, you'll hear about it first if you do sign up for my newsletter. So we're going to move on to our next caller. Hi, you're on the air with Robin Zodiac.
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
This is Olivia.
Hi, Olivia. How can
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah.
Hi, I'm glad I got through.
Yes, it's good to hear from you again. So anything?
Yes.
What would you like me to look into, or is there anything that you could share? Any updates? Mm-hmm.
Well, in general, do you see, anything for me? It doesn't matter in what area.
Yeah. First of all, I get mother. So you are a mother, Olivia? You have children?
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
2 children, 2 adult children.
2 adult children. And I do feel like there seems to be another baby coming through. So it does feel that it's either directly through your children, or once again, it could be a nephew or a niece. But I am seeing a baby entering the family, and I am getting October time period. Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I also feel that you're really healthy. It sounds like your dog wants to say hi to the audience. I hear him in the background.
I'm sorry.
No, it's lovely. Lovely. Just chiming in. This is great. It says that you're really healthy. I do feel like there does seem to be some things that are going to be addressed coming up in regards to your health. I mean, it's nothing serious, but it does feel like it could be some blood work or some examinations or something coming up for you. So is there anything that
Right.
you're having to face right now?
I'm having some cataract surgery
Oh, fabulous.
on both eyes.
Well, that'll go well. That'll go really well. So, yeah, it's good that you're being proactive. I mean, it's too bad that, it has to be, but I feel that major success. I got healthy, so that was the first thing I got before I saw that you had to address these issues. So, yeah, face it with confidence. It looks like it's going to turn out really, really well for you. So that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yes.
And, yeah, so that's what I'm getting tonight, Olivia. And, please do call back again, but we're just going to keep on rolling. We've got some other people lined up. So thanks again for joining the show. I really appreciate it.
Okay, good.
Okay,
Thank you.
My pleasure. All right. Have a good evening. Okay, we're on to the next caller. Hi, you're on the air with Robin Zodiac.
Hi, Robin.
Hi. Who's
Hear
this?
me?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. So what would you like me to look into?
Well, a couple things. Well, one is that I experienced a loss of my dog
Oh,
last week,
oh no.
and it was sort of sudden and unexpected. So I was just wanting to see if he's okay.
Yeah, I definitely feel he's okay. He actually, I feel like he still makes an appearance. Like there's moments where you feel like you see him out of the corner of your eyes, or, you still sense his presence. He definitely is okay. It does say that he does miss you. He misses, the attention. He's still with you, but because you can only sense him. He does miss you. It says that that hasn't been easy for either one of you. But yeah, I do feel like he's okay. And, I'm a big believer. I had a really, really good friend that dog got hit by a car. And the day that it happened, she was so distraught. And I said, "You're going to see that dog again." And about a year later, she bought another puppy. And come to find out, the breeder had said that the puppy was actually the dog's sister. So it was from the litter. It was the sire, though, that it was by coincidence. And she swore that was her dog. So she named it similar. I think she changed initial. I don't remember the names tonight, but she says that was her dog, that it had the same mannerisms, it had the same personality, and she said, "You were exactly right." She said, at the day of the loss, when you had told me that I was going to see my dog again, that was the furthest thing from my mind. And when she got her puppy, she said, "I knew you were right. this is my dog. So I'm a total believer that, and I've mentioned this on other shows, that we're like energy, and we cluster together. That's why a lot of times the reading sounds similar. But I'm also getting the same thing, that he is going to be coming back to you. It might not be your next dog, but he is reassuring you that he is coming back to you. Also, it says that he was really tired. So did he just go to sleep? Or, it just feels like he was really, really tired. Was this something that, an illness that he was suffering from? You said he went instantly. I just got that he was really tired.
It was, but he went in. Seems like he was still kind of energetic and stuff, but he had problems going to the restrooms, and he hadn't been fixed, so they fixed him, and he died during the surgery. So that was unexpected, and I guess I felt bad because we took him there, and my husband had a dream the night before that he wasn't going to make it.
Oh my goodness. Now, did he eat, or do you know if he ate anything? Did he get into any food the night before? Because you're not supposed to feed your animal for a certain period of time.
No.
Like that. Okay.
No, they said he had a lump, and I think he had cancer, but they didn't diagnose that, and so they said that that's what caused his death.
Oh,
but we went to the vet, and we went into, it was an old farm vet, and we went in there and we saw the conditions of where the operation took place, and so we were all of us were kind of shocked that it wasn't to us like a proper operating room. So we were concerned that he suffered, and that, yeah.
I don't believe he suffered. I felt that he was tired and he went into sleep. So, it's very, 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 very sad that you lost him. But like I said, I don't think he suffered. What was that?
Yeah. We felt guilty a bit. You know what I mean? We felt guilty somewhat because we were like, oh my gosh, if we had known. But probably we would have lost him anyway at some point,
Well, he would have suffered. And you did the right thing.
Right.
And, your husband had that dream for a reason. Dreams don't have past, present, or future. So, but it sounds like he had a premonition. And, I think, I definitely know that dogs are psychic. I used to show dogs when I was a kid, go to dog shows and things like that. So I definitely believe that dogs are extremely psychic, that, they communicate. I used to tell my dog, because, she was a show dog, I used to tell her in my head to go downstairs and get in her cage. And the next morning she'd be in her cage with the door open. So dogs are extremely psychic. And so he was probably, he knew. But I got that your dog just was tired. He was just tired. And it could have been the fact that the lump was interfering in certain organs. Like you said, if he couldn't go to the bathroom, he was just tired. He gave up, And he's in a much better place. I guarantee you that. I've mentioned this before on the show. When I was a teenager, I had a near-death experience. I did cross over. I did see my childhood dog, Charlie Brown, with 3 legs. So I know, and Christina mentioned that in the beginning of the show, that animals definitely have a soul. So you'll see him again. You will definitely see him again.
I think he's with my son now.
Yeah.
My son passed away 6 years ago, and it's weird because that's going to happen in a month, which is the 10th of June, and the dog passed on May 10th, and that was technically his dog. So I feel like they're together.
Yes, most definitely.
But I do have one more question, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Okay. So this is not for me. This is for my daughter. Okay. So there's this man at work that saw a picture of my daughter, and he wants me to set him up with my daughter.
Okay.
And I'm not sure whether I should or I shouldn't. She hasn't had a date in a while. She's younger. She's like 26, and he's like, I guess he's more like 34.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. He seems kind of immature-ish a little bit still for his age. So I I'm nervous about introducing them and having it not be a match.
Well, what I got that would work out is, just have like a bit of a get together and, invite other friends and just see if they're drawn to each other, and then that way it's not like, pressure on both of them because I don't know anybody think of it. It's pretty much a blind date, I don't know if blind dates really work, I know nowadays.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would suggest having just like a party, having like 10, 12 people come over, and see if there's any chemistry with the two of them. But yeah, I feel like if you do set him up and your daughter's not happy, I just felt like you said he's a bit immature. I felt like he was gonna. Well, I got permission from her mom. She's mine.
Exactly.
I'm gonna take her and make her my wife. And she has no choice in the matter because you gave the blessing. It's kind of like a little bit Renaissance, but yeah, I would say just set up a gathering. Just invite them and see where it goes from there. So that's what I believe that, I believe that there's chemistry. I mean, I feel like it's better for the guy to like the woman more because us women do fall in love through sex. But, it's always better, but us women, we always want the man that we're totally in love with. It goes both ways, of course, but I feel like he's a good match, but once again, I have a daughter too. She doesn't like anything that I bring home that I buy for her, so I wouldn't try to introduce her to anybody. But
Well, I think she's wanting to meet him. I mean, he's not unattractive or anything. It's just that, I don't want to be the person that's like, okay, so I'm just nervous that, all right, I introduced them, and then what if, like you said, it doesn't go well. I don't know his personality. You know what I'm saying? I see him, he's kind of goofy and this and that and the other thing, but she's a really deep person, so I'm trying to see, is he deep or is he not deep?
Yeah, he seems to be deep. I think the goofiness is trying to fit in, and yeah, I do believe he's deep. I do. Yeah, I feel like there could be a really strong connection, but I just, like I said, I wouldn't recommend setting up on a blind date. But just invite him over. I feel like it'll probably work out better. My pleasure. I appreciate the call. All right, have a wonderful rest of the week. I'll be back next week, and we are coming up onto the end of the show, right, Tony? Yes. So. Are we almost out?
We're like, yeah.
Oh, so I say goodbye now?
Well, if you want to do one more quick one.
One more quick one. Okay. You're on the line with Robin Zodiac. Hello.
There you go.
Hello, hello.
Hi, this is Ann.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, good. And how can I help you?
Well, this is the.
Yeah.
Well, I have a. So do you do more psychic readings or any from the crossing over things?
I can do both. I feel like you're calling in. I get older man and woman. Are these your parents?
From no, well, no. I have grandma. Oh my gosh, I have many loved ones that I miss and talk to all the time.
Oh, okay.
But it could be a number of people, of anybody.
But okay, so
my father has passed away.
Okay, your father's passed away. But I saw a move with your mom next to your dad. That's why I had asked. So is your mom making some sort of move? Is she thinking about moving? I see a move coming up. Or are you moving closer to her? Because I see a move around your mom.
No, me and my mother do not talk. We don't get along at all.
Oh, wow. Well, once again, I know you said that you don't talk. I do feel that there does seem to be a closer connection. It could be that your mom is going to try to make a move towards mending this relationship. This, stress that the two of you are suffering from. It says that she's really worked on herself. She really does want to strengthen communication with you, Anne. I do feel like, once again, she has her own issues and her own stubbornness. And obviously, I'm getting from you, you're extremely open-minded, you're extremely loving. You can't get your head around why your mom, sees you the way she sees you. But I actually feel that you really have, stayed true to yourself, and being true to yourself and being an example has actually had her work on herself. So I feel like she is moving towards you. That's what I get. I was wondering if it was a literal move. Yeah, it seems like it could be.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got the number 8 around timing, so it could be 8 weeks. But, August, once again, seems to be a time where, there is either a family reunion or there's something where she really is going to try to mend the way. She does love you. She just doesn't like herself so much. And it does feel that she's had a lot of stuff that she's swept under the carpet. And now she's ready to shake the carpet, and she's actually using you as her motivator or as her example to do this transformation. So even if it's just to acknowledge, that you've, helped her in her life accept the way she is through the fact that you accept the way you are. And obviously you have lots of friends, people love you, you're true to yourself. So I'm just saying, through your example, you really have changed your mother's life. So I know you said that you don't get along. That's fine, but she will come to you, is what I'm saying, and she will acknowledge that because of you, that you've made her life so much better because of the way you are. That your experiences and your relationships and your understanding has made her really look at herself. So it's sad that all this time has been wasted, but I actually feel that it was better for her to kind of face herself and face her own issues during this time period. But like I said, you will hear from her and possibly even see her around August. So you'll have to get back with me. Hopefully we'll talk before then. I'd love to go on with the reading, Anne, but I really do have to say goodnight.
Oh, gosh. Okay, well, thank you so much. Nice talking to you.
My pleasure. Please call back
Thanks,
next
Robin.
week.
Bye-bye.
My pleasure. Bye-bye. Okay, so Tony, love you. Thank you so much for doing the show. I really, really want to thank Psychic Christina. Remember, psychiccristina.com. I can be reached at scichic.com. It's a wonderful website. Sign up. And I will be back next week. Thank you for calling in. Bye.
Psychic Robin Zodiac has talent of ESP abilities to predict your future in accurate detail. Robin Zodiac has authored many advised books, and you can interact at sci-chic.com. Clients call Robin at 877-924-4783 for a $3 a minute reading.
.com has worldwide users instant messaging, reading blogs, romance stories, posting pictures, getting recipes, playing games, buying, selling, psychic readings, reviewing, and much more. Interact at sci-chic.com.
Breaking news on famous celebrity psychic Robin Zodiac, also known as Psychic Mom, and her order of business of her Secrets to New You Love ebook series on Amazon, to her live call-in Friday night show on UBNradio.com between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. California time, to her interactive lifestyle website www.psy-chic.com, which is the word psychic with a dash in the middle. That's psy-chic.com, to her in-person psychic readings at her Culver City studio. So log on now to psy-chic.com for more information about your accurate psychic reading with Robin Zodiac today.